Hiya, it's Georginana. Today I have teamed up with the lovely Simelia. We are going to be doing a 3 rules build challenge. So basically she's given me 3 rules that I have to follow whilst I build, and I've given her 3 rules as well. Now Simelia is an incredible builder. She's really sweet as well. She's recently done a water park build that is so cool, so I highly recommend that you guys go and check out her channel, give her some love, and yeah, she's an amazing builder. So the rules that she came up with for me were I'm only allowed to use 3 game packs, no base game unless it's not included in a pack. I can pick any 3 I like. We're going to use James Turner's random pack generator for sure. It must be in the shape of a heart, and I must build in Grayscale. So that's going to be a big challenge for sure. Now I've got James Turner's random pack generator just up on my screen now. So the number of results I've got in there is 3, as you can see. I've also disabled any packs that I don't have, or packs that basically any that aren't game packs I've disabled, and I don't have vampires, so I've not worried about, I've just left that off as well. So we're going to generate one, if we're going to, I guess. It seems to be doing something. Is it at the top of the screen maybe? Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Right. So we've got Parenthood, Dine Out, and Strangerville. Okay, that's a fairly good mix, to be honest. Like, I think we could get some good stuff out of that. Okay, cool. So now I'm just proving to you that I am going to be turning my screen onto Grayscale. So there you see I've clicked it, and this is what I'm looking at in my... I've chosen Strangerville, so you can see my hand is in colour as well, so I'm definitely not cheating. So yeah, let's just get into this thing. So I decided to do a speed build because basically I wanted to go really detailed with this build and do like a really good job, and I think if I was talking the whole time while I was building, I would probably have just made a total mess. It would have taken forever, so I decided to do it this way. As you can see, I'm trying to create that heart shape that Simelia requested, and it's not too difficult to create the heart shape. I did originally think it would be cool to maybe do the heart shape like upwards, so that if you looked at the lot front on, you could see a heart, but I just realised that that was good. It would have looked like a pixelated heart, and that's not kind of the thing I wanted to go for. Roofing this thing was a nightmare, and eventually you'll see that I just give up and decide to do like more of a balcony type thing. But at the moment it just looks like a weird smiley kind of face, like those look like 2 eyes, like bug eyes or something. So it was just not working, like it just really looked hideous, and I just couldn't get things to sit right, and it just wasn't working. I've actually cut out a lot of the roofing, so you're actually only seeing a very small portion of it, even though this is a lot as it is. So yeah, I cut most of that out, honestly. It was such a mess. Eventually, as you can see, I decided to just get rid of it, decided to go through and put a half wall on it instead, which just looks way better. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. I then decided this front bit looks a little weird. It kind of also looked like a great place to have a little entry kind of way, so I thought that's where I'd put that. I put a little arch kind of, what's it called, like a trellis thing over that. Then I realised that actually I should be building this kind of with the heart on a diagonal, because then it meant that the 2 longest sides of the heart would be on the straight, would be like straight. They would be either vertical or horizontal rather than on a diagonal. So I kind of realised that and rebuilt the heart, and then I spent forever getting the heart right because it looked wrong every time I did it. It was like too long or too fat or short or whatever. So finally finished the heart, and then went through again with those half walls, decided to put them back again because that was working. Went back with the Strangerville small fence just to make that trellis. And then it looked different on the diagonal, that you can't put a diagonal fence, I don't think, or it wasn't letting me anyway, so that's why it kind of looks like a weird little arrow shape. And then I thought I might use these things from Dine Out. I knew they were in the pack. I see them all the time from Dine Out, and I don't really use them, but I thought they might make a really nice like kind of lining for the entryway, to kind of mark it as the front, because the columns just weren't working. They can't sit on a diagonal properly, so they just kind of looked real weird, or real clunky anyway. There weren't any columns really that I liked for that either. I would normally use the get together ones that are like, they're just literally a blank square, a very simple modern blank square, but I couldn't have them, so yeah, I just went with those Dine Out things, and I actually really like the way they look. I do move one at some point a little bit later, but For now, they're just there. And then this terrain paint, I probably shouldn't have used terrain paint looking back on it, because there was no terrain paint from Strangerville, Dine Out, or Parenthood, so I shouldn't have used terrain paint, but I did, so I guess I've cheated. But I was trying to be strict with myself, but I also wasn't sure like whether I should use terrain paint, because technically that's not something you normally get in packs. However, you can get it in packs, so it was kind of like there were some grey areas around that. So for me personally, when I was trying to figure out what I should and shouldn't do, so I've kind of done the best I can with that. Just tried to be as strict as I could with myself. And for example, later on, there's no toilets. There's no toilets that aren't from one of these packs. I can't get a toilet, so I just don't use one. There just isn't a toilet in this build. And then, yeah, this is where I moved those two kind of decorative pieces either side of the door, and I think it frames it really nicely, especially with that kind of black and white colour. Obviously, I'm presuming it's black and white. I'm hoping it's black and white. I just think it looks really pretty, and then I've just continued that pathway just there, and I've blended it into the pathway that the actual lot has itself. Just kind of outside of this Strangerville lot, there is a big driveway that's actually really cool. I've never played on this lot before, but now I really want to, because it's really pretty. So I extended that trellis, made more of an archway, more of like a kind of, I guess what you'd call like what am I saying? An entryway? And I added those. I had to have the half wall tops be from Dine Out, because I couldn't use the base game ones because that's not in the rules. So yeah, and I believed they were black. I was kind of going for I wasn't sure about a lot of the swatches, but if it looked like it might be black, white and grey, I'd probably try and get that one just so that I was matching as much as I could. Or I'd try and, for these, I tried my absolute best to kind of match the windows to the door and to the columns. Like I was looking at the swatches for ages and matching them by putting them right next to each other. And I have seen the final thing. I'm recording this voiceover after I've seen the final thing in colour, and I can tell you right now that I was highly mistaken for a lot of it. So do stay tuned to the end if you want to see the abomination that this has created. For now, it looks really pretty. I'm actually really happy with it as a build in black and white. Like, where, you know, we look through it at the end in black and white, and it just looks, I really love it. I will say though, and I say this at the end as well, it doesn't have a style. Like, this house doesn't have a style. You can see now I'm kind of converting it to more of that, like, that old-timey style, because we didn't have any modern columns and we didn't have any modern windows. So even though the build shape itself is modern, the fixtures, like the kind of, I guess, the walls and the windows and doors and things are all quite old-timey, and then the actual furnishings are kind of, I guess, mid-century, like, no, not mid-century. Contemporary, probably, is what it is. So it's a very strange mishmash of loads of different genres. What am I saying? Loads of different, what is it called? It's not a genre, it's a style. There we go, loads of different styles. Here I'm just working out the floor plan, and I decided that I was trying my best really to make all the doors match, and I decided that this swatch was the same swatch. Now I don't know whether it is or not, I can't remember, but I have a feeling it's not the same swatch. But yeah, it's a real strange mishmash of styles, but I still really like it. I don't know what it is about it, I just think it's kind of cool. Now here I decide that there's not enough room downstairs and we need another floor, so I've basically made this extra floor which is going to serve as a bedroom, and I'm just roofing it with the flat roof here. I don't know why I did it that convoluted way, but I guess that's what I decided to do. And yeah, we're just basically going to add some windows to that, and it still has a heart shape, and I do check that it continues to resemble a heart even with the second floor, because obviously that was one of the challenge stipulations, was that it had to look like a heart. So I have made sure that it does look as close to a heart as a Sims build could possibly be. Now this roof I also struggled with for ages. And I cut a lot of this out as well, because I did actually, I was going on for ages. It just didn't look right, and then I wanted a bit of like a lip over it, but I couldn't do a lip without making the back of it all a mess. So then I finally realised that I could have just done this in 2 pieces. I don't know why I was trying so hard to do it in 1 piece, and then it's all fixed. And then I basically add on 2 extra pieces on either side, so you'll see me do that in just a second. So just there I add on these 2 extra pieces so that I can make that little lip without going over the back of the other roofs. So hopefully it's a weird roof, but I think it works. So now we're finally getting on to furnishing, which is, I kind of did this on a separate day to actually building, because the build just took me so long. I did not think it would take that long, but it did. I guess because I was, I think a lot of people, when they build, they have certain things that they will gravitate towards that they use often, and they will, use similar colorings and similar swatches, and I was just so stuck because I couldn't tell what colours I was using, so I didn't know how to figure out a colour scheme, and I kind of just ended up thinking like, well, this looks black and white, and this looks like it could be a kind of mid-tone blue or a mid-tone, I don't know, something. So I mean, it gets to a point where I literally have no clue. Like this tablecloth, no clue. I know that's probably not grey, but there was no way of me knowing, so I just had to kind of guess and just hope it was grey, or hope it was a nice colour, like a nice blue or something. So it's just a bit, it took me way longer than I thought. It's just the whole build and the whole furnishing. I was so stuck on whether it was going to look nice, what style I was even going for, because they were 3 very different styled packs. Dine Out is very modern, very clean lines. Parenthood is quite funky, has quite a lot of crazy colours. Oh yeah, my sim just completed an aspiration because I put the motherload sheet in. And it has some funky colours in Parenthood. And then Strangerville is obviously like Victorian, I guess, Victorian-esque, or I don't really know what the American equivalent of Victorian is. Kind of that old-timey, what's it called, like colonial? I don't know. We don't call it that. I don't know what we call it in England, to be honest, and I don't know what they call it in America, so you'll know. You guys tell me in the comments what I'm talking about. But those 3 different styles were really, I was trying to get them to work together, and I think they do, but at the same time it doesn't. I can't imagine anybody in real life ever living in this house. Like, it's just, I can't imagine what kind of person would live here. Like, maybe a kind of very eccentric, like very happy, kind of loves entertaining kind of person. I don't know. It's a very strange conglomeration of things, so I really can't guess who would live here. And I'm just adjusting those windows because I kind of preferred that they were all in a 3 like that rather than in the middle of the walls. And then we're going to add in a desk here. We did not have much to choose from, so we ended up going with this really weird, like, modern alien desk from Strangerville. And we get a Strangerville laptop, of course. End up putting the same plants all over the house, so many of the same plants. Oh my gosh, like, it gets to a point where there's only so many plants I can use, so I have to keep using the same ones, but just like sizing them up or sizing them down and changing the colours a little bit. Now this what's it called? Cabinet, I thought I had matched perfectly to the cupboards below, to the countertops. I thought I'd matched those woods perfectly. Like, if you look at the footage, they're literally the same colour. But then, spoiler, it's not. And I genuinely was flabbergasted that they were not the same colour when I get into the when I see it in colour. I genuinely can't believe it, because they literally look the same colour. And I guess the thing is that, like, so many colours, when they're in that mid-tone range, they look the same in they look the same colour grey, because if they have the same, there's literally no way to tell between them. They will look the exact same. So yeah, a lot of this surprises me, because I really did think I was doing the most. I thought I was doing such a good job. I was so proud. I was like, this build is so quirky and amazing, and I've never done anything like this, but I really like it, and I'm going to build more like this in the future. And then, oh my god, like we get to the end and I'm literally, I just cannot believe it. Like how much it was, how different it was to like what I thought I'd done. Like it was really not the same build that I had pictured in my head when I was building it. I thought it was one thing, totally different thing. This bathroom, this is when I realised there's no toilets and I just stare at the toilet section for ages like, oh, what do I do now? So I guess I just went with no toilet. Now, I guess I could have put a toilet because it's the same kind of thing where I like use the terrain paints, even though you can get terrain paints from different packs. Just like, you know, there was no toilets, but you can get toilets from other packs. So I don't know. It was, I was unsure what to do, so I just didn't have one because I thought, you know, maybe this person just like pees in the sink or something, I don't know. Pees in the shower and that's it. They just get in the shower to pee and then that's that. Finding wall decorations as well was really hard. I ended up going with this like wording. I thought maybe it could be like a slogan, you know, some people have kind of slogans in their bathroom or whatever. We ended up putting a wine picture of wine there, which doesn't make any sense, but that honestly was just running out of pictures to use. In here I decided to kind of go for similar things that we'd done downstairs, so the same paneling, but then bringing in the brick as a kind of feature wall. I thought it was quite cool. I do really like that brick actually from Dine Out. It's a really good, it's really pretty and has a lot of texture. Really livens up a room, I think. I decided, it took me forever to decide on this carpet because I just really didn't want to use it because I don't really like it. It gives me the heebie-jeebies because it looks like loads of like, I don't know, it looks like cracks or something. Didn't like it. And I decided to put two beds together because I thought if somebody was living in a house of this size, they probably would have a double bed, but we didn't have a double bed to choose from. So I put these two together. I realised later on that I never actually changed the swatch of these beds, so it is the natural swatch. If you know the natural swatch of the Parenthood bed that is that, you'll know that it's not a good one. So I made a mistake by not changing that swatch, but to be honest, I think my brain just saw it as black and white and grey. Like my brain had got to the point where it was like, yeah, everything's just black, white and grey. So I wasn't really, I kind of forgot to pay attention to the bed colours. I do pay attention to the other colours. It was just that one kind of slip up. Put a chair there, just because it was kind of an empty corner of the room. It is a really weird shaped build. So I was kind of, there was a lot of weird corners that I just put a chair in or a plant in. But yes, we were running out of plants. As you can see, I'm just using very random, not plants that I would normally use. Not plants that I would normally use, no. I do really like that little candlelight as well from Dine Out. That's really sweet, and I use that in my builds anyway. I also like this lampshade. I think that's quite cool, but also doesn't suit the build at all, so it's kind of I don't know, it's a strange choice. And then we were actually having to resort to using posters at this point because there was just not really any good wall decorations or wall paintings, hangings, whatever. At this point I was kind of just going through any decorations we did have. I literally just went on the decorations tab and sorted by all and then put on the filters for these packs. And yeah, I just went through and put any decorations that I could find that kind of worked. I put on James Turner's, he has like a disable packs thing that helps you basically take out your packs without having to undownload them, uninstall them. What am I actually saying? You can basically get rid of the packs without having to uninstall them, which means that you can quite easily see what you have to work with and what you don't have to work with. So I had that on and just made sure that everything I picked was not from base game and had a little icon on it. So that's how I did that so easily, and I'll link James Turner's website in the description so you guys can have a go at this kind of thing, or he does loads of other things as well that you can have a look at, like a random trait generator and that kind of thing. So I'll link that below and you can have a little look. We're moving on to the balcony now, and this was probably the biggest challenge, and I mentioned this when we're going through the build at the end, because it was just such a large, awkward space. And normally I would put like a dining area, which I have done, and a seating area, but the dining area ends up being so blank because there's no barbecues, there's no outdoor skills activities, there's not even indoor skills activities that I could put that would work outside. There was barely any outdoor decorations, there was like no bird baths, no nothing. So I was really struggling to kind of make this work, and I spent forever on the seating as well. Like you can see, I just keep putting, I wanted to make sure that we did have a sofa back up against that wall with the windows on it, because the view the opposite way is amazing in this lot. And I don't know about you, but when I build, I kind of always build with the lot in mind as I would in real life. I always build thinking about the views and thinking about where the windows should go to get the best views, and thinking about kind of what direction the sun comes in. Like I think about all that stuff when I build in The Sims, which I don't need to. I know that is kind of silly, but I feel like I kind of want to build as if it was real life. So I end up putting a sofa there and a sofa against the wall, and it kind of works. It is a bit weird, but at least they get those views from that sofa, which is what I really wanted. Again, having to use the same plants all throughout the roof. I wish I was able to use Space Game or whatever to be able to, you know, get some more plants, and I could have made this place look really green and really beautiful. Again, the rug choice was not that expansive. However, I do really like the Strangerville rugs, so it wasn't the worst. You know, I think these 3 packs were fairly decent, except there was no outdoor foliage, so I just went with a pool instead. But yeah, these packs were not bad. I'm quite pleasantly surprised, and I guess now we just have to see what this abomination is gonna look like when we put it into colour. So brace yourself, guys. Honestly, I don't think you're ready for some of the colours that we come out with. It is quite shocking. So I guess have fun looking at that bit. Okay, so I have finally finished this build. It was definitely hard. It was a challenge. I think the thing I struggled with the most, as you'll probably have seen, is using the same plants and the same chairs over and over again, because I don't have that much choice with the game pack, kind of the 3 game packs being the only things I can use. And also, obviously, there's no toilet, so that was another issue that we found. So I'm really excited because now we basically get to see it in colour. I'm wondering if I should do a little tour in... No, you will have seen it built, right? Maybe I'll do a really quick tour in black and white. So this is how I have seen it up until this point. So this is kind of how it looks. Obviously it's a heart shape from the top, so not from this angle. I think it looks pretty cool like that. And then if we just go inside, whoopsies, this is kind of what it looks like on the inside with, you know, in black and white. And I actually really like it in black and white. Right, I probably said this in the, while I was making it, that it's a very strange build. Like, it doesn't really have a specific style or, it's kind of a mixture. It's a bit of a mishmash, it's a bit all over the place, but I still really like it and I still think it looks really cool. So I'm not really sure, I'm not really sure what style I would call this. I really don't know. I don't know what style this is. It's just very random, very mishmash, very all over the place. And yet I still think it looks cool, in black and white anyway. Might not be the case when we put it into colour. And then the bathroom, we've got it's very simple because there's no toilet. I would have put the toilet where the mirror is, I think. And there's no real curtains that I could use either, so no curtains. I have no idea what colour this is going to be. I'm hoping it's like red and black, and so it'll just be like a little pop of red, but honestly I have no idea. I'm hoping this is just grey, but I don't know. A lot of it I was kind of hoping was just like grey, black or white, and maybe with pops of colour. But I just don't know, and I don't know what it's going to look like at all. So just heading upstairs, this is the bedroom, which again I'm alright with, you know, it looks pretty cool. These are like I was starting to run out of pictures that we could put on the wall, or like wall decorations, so this is what we've got. It's kind of, I guess it's quite a young person lives here, which makes sense because it is like a bachelor kind of pad. You know, there's only one bedroom and one bathroom and stuff, so it's not exactly like a family home. Obviously I had to put the 2 beds together because yes, I could have just had a single bed, but I just don't think I I just don't know anybody who, when they start to live on their own, they live in a single bed. Maybe in like a smaller place, but this place is quite big, so I just feel like, why would they have such a big house and not I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I'm fairly happy with that. And then we go out onto the patio, which is probably the place I struggled with the most, because there's just so much like space to fill, and there was just nothing to put there because there was I could add like no activities or like no barbecue, no nothing, so it's just kind of a bunch of chairs really. But it's a nice sitting area, and I wanted to make sure that this seat specifically looked out over this. I mean, it's all in black and white right now, but still, you can still imagine how gorgeous that would be. Okay, and then outdoors we've just got like a pool, because there was nothing else, there were no like bushes or anything. I think I picked a lot that kind of helps with that, because there's bushes everywhere outside the lot, so that's kind of helpful. Okay, I am not sure if I am ready to see this place in normal colour, to be honest. I just don't know. I'm not sure what it's going to look like. Okay, I guess we'll just do it then. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh no, the windows are green. Well, at least they all match. I managed to find the right swatch. Oh god, right, okay. Oh, this is red. Okay. You know what? It's not the worst. Oh, the columns. See, I've managed to match all the green to the green, right? So because I was being really specific about the swatches I used on the kind of green. Well, I thought it was black, white, and grey, but it's black, white, and green. So that's not too bad. Try not to glimpse inside because I want it to be a surprise. I mean, yeah, the fact that it's just very different to what I was expecting. But it's not bad, I wouldn't say. This is bad. The fact that this is red, that's quite ugly, but okay. Oh, oh, that's such a bright colour. Oh my god. That tablecloth is a hideous colour. Oh my gosh, though, right, look at the tiles and look at that rug. They kind of match. Okay. And I thought the wall, oh, that's actually a different colour. That's actually blue on this side. I guess maybe it's all like a light blue. This is, yeah, I thought the paneling was black. Oh, that window's a different colour. Oh, that window's got yellow in it. Okay. Oh, that is a mishmash of colours. The green, the blue, and the pink with the yellow and the... Oh, heck. Okay. Oh, and they're not even black either. They're like a totally different wood colour. This, I have to say, is pretty hideous. I really thought I was doing the most, you know? When I saw this in black and white, I was like, yeah, that looks really good. They must be the same colour. They look the same swatch, same everything. I even matched them, like, perfectly. Clearly not. Oh my goodness. That is a real mishmash. I'm scared to look at the living room, to be honest. The desk over there does not look too bad. It's, again, a bit of a mishmash of colours, but it's not that bad. I guess we look at the lounge then. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh god! That is not good. Oh no! Oh no! That's really not good. Oh god. I just don't even know what to say about it. It's just bad. The purple and the red and the pink and this turquoise light and the green from the door. Oh my god, and the rug is like a really neutral colour, so it's not even like they're all bright colours. This is honestly quite hideous. Quite hideous. The colour, I don't think there's a matching swatch in this room. Okay. Oh, that's orange? I mean, at least it goes with the orange and blue tile, but it does not go with the... Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh god. Again, literally nothing matches. I really thought I was doing such a good job. It's just so ugly. Oh my goodness me. I thought I was doing such a good job. I mean, this room's fine. Oh, I've just seen a glimpse of the colour of that. Oh god, right, okay. Back into the bedroom we go. Oh shoot. Oh my god. I thought that I changed the bed. I thought that was white, but it's yellow. Oh my god. This is like if you let your kid design their room and they would just pick all the brightest colours. Oh my god. Ooh, that is orange, okay. What? Okay, this area, oh god, that's hideous. What a hideous colour. Dark purple and black. It is not for this room. Oh my goodness, that's so bad. It's so bad. This looks okay, this little, if you just look at this tiny corner, that's not the worst. Okay, and then outside, yeah, okay, that's exactly what I thought this would look like, right? That's what I thought that would look like. You've got a lovely view, it's so beautiful. People walking around because it's Strangerville and I've not done the playthrough. But it's, wow, it's pretty beautiful. And then, okay, that's not too bad. Okay, the green bath kind of matches the green door, so that's not too much of a problem. And I like this swatch. I like it. It doesn't match with the carpet. But I do like the swatch. And I don't like that golden yellow swatch. Oh god. I swear I thought that was black or grey. What? Or white maybe I thought it was? I swear I thought it was white or black. I can't remember which one I thought it was. But at least you've got the view, right? This house may be the weirdest house ever, but that view is worth it, right? And then outside, I don't know what these chairs are going to be. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, this is a beautiful lot, so I mean, it's kind of doing half the work for me. I mean, I would live here. I would live here, but I would probably just paint everything different colours. Okay, so it's not a green, it's like a blue, it's like a pale turquoise, like a pale bluey turquoise, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, it's kind of like a blue, but it depends what light you're looking at it in. Well, okay. I guess then I'll at least prove that as well. I did do it in, it is a heart shape, so let me just show you that it is a heart shape, that I did that bit as well. Oopsies, pressing the wrong things. So it is in a heart shape. It's a heart-shaped house. It's very lovely. Thank you, Simelia, for this challenge. I'm not sure. It's interesting. That's for certain. It's interesting. And I had a lot of fun doing it, so that's important as well. That's important too. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you are still watching, that's amazing. And thank you so much to Simelia, also known as Amelia. I will put her link just in the top right corner right now. That's her channel, and you've also got it in the description below as well if you want to go have a look at her build. I challenged her to something as well, so she has 3 rules that I've given her, and I was pretty harsh, so if you want to go see what she got up to, then go check out her channel below. And yeah, thank you for the challenge. It was really difficult and a lot of fun though, so thank you so much. If you want to watch more of my videos, you can see them on the left of the screen right now, and if you want to subscribe, that'll be on the screen here too. See you soon. Bye.